Like, you see what I mean? Look at this. What is this? Like, you're waiting for me? So, what is what is going on? What are you tools doing? We can still catch the green here. Solid. What are these guys doing? We're checking out the woman. Like, oh, bro, wait, stop, slow down. Let me see. Wait. She kind of hot though. She kind of like. Good evening, everyone. Even though it's not really evening, it's more so night at this point. But we're about to depart to the Netherlands. Everything's ready, prepped up. We got our papers, we got everything. Yeah, let's get the show on the road. You know what I mean? So, as you can see, I was pretty much doing my pre-trip thing, checking the tires, checking the load, whatnot. Even though I secured it myself, I just checked it again just in case, you know, if anything got loose. But I try to make sure that it's tightened as much as it can possibly be, you know. But since the thing I'm unloading are barrel lids, they do have a tendency to like get loose. So, and this battery thing is going on, like one of the batteries went bad because I was sleeping. I was at a rest stop, or a parking rather, and I heard a bang, a loud bang as I'm sleeping, and it was relatively close to me, you know, back here on my bed. I don't know if you can see, I think you can see. But I was sleeping in my bed, heard a bang, and I was thinking to myself, did somebody close the door, like close to me? Because people sometimes drive up next to you, they just open the door, take a leak, you know, go for a bathroom, break real quick, and then they leave. So I thought it was one of them. But it was like right now, roughly 2 a.m. in the morning. And I was like, might as well check it because if it's a busted up, for all I know, a tire could have exploded or something like that. And long story short, it turned out to be the battery. And for the entire trip, it was giving me problems. Like for a time, I thought, you know, maybe one of the batteries went defect. I'm not exactly sure what was going on, but yeah, that pretty much was it, because the truck was giving me warnings the entire time. It was sometimes charging the battery, sometimes not, and by the end of my trip, when I was about to come back here, it basically stopped charging the battery completely. So it's like here it would say, where is it? I don't know if you can see the settings, but it would say basically here battery. Now it doesn't want to show it at all. But yeah, essentially it didn't want to charge it, and they well, switched out the batteries, and they probably forgot to put the sensor back on. Something's not correctly installed, and it just doesn't want to show me. You know, it basically just keeps on giving me warnings, but it's been replaced, so it's basically just probably some sensor that's not properly adjusted and whatnot. But yeah, that could have been one of those situations where you wake up in flames. Like, instead of that loud bang, could have just gone up in flames, and it's GG, I'm dead. That's why usually it also could have been like, this is one of the things where it also could have been people trying to steal stuff. Even though I don't transport any valuable goods that can be easily, you know, hauled away like that. I don't know if you can see what I'm trying to do, but essentially, real quick, that I explain, I need to get away from the building, you know, because it's relatively tight here, and I need to distance myself away from the building here, because otherwise I'll probably hit it, you know, because the thing is 16.5 meters long. I'm trying to like move away, you know, to make a gap here. I think you can see in the mirrors. Let me just put them down as well, you know, probably it's clearer like this. You know, and that should be good enough. Yeah. Even though, to finish back my thought that I had, even though I don't carry valuable goods, that was what's called the toll device up there, because I use that one, this one up here. I also have one specially for Germany. That one is like for everything else, for France, for Belgium, and whatnot. I might explain that later, but firstly, when it's nighttime and you start hearing noises, it could be the fact that you're being robbed, you know. They could be taking away fuel, or rather stealing fuel. It could be, you know, they're trying to check out what you actually have loaded on the truck. You know, it could be anything. It could be anything. So it's not exactly safe for you to go out like that when it's nighttime, because you never know what could be happening, like I said. So I just like checked out. I lowered my mirrors firstly to check out if stuff's going on, you know, because you can imagine the scenario. You're alone, it's as dark as this outside, you're in a park spot, there's not really much traffic, and you start hearing, you know, a bang noise or whatnot. So it's your typical horror movie scenario, you know what I mean? But anyways, another thing to keep in mind here in Germany, there's quite a lot of bridges that have been restricted for trucks of a certain weight. And yeah, like sometimes I'm confused whether or not I can even pass the bridge, because they don't state out specifically a weight limit. I just know there is one, because yeah, because they put weight control. And what am I supposed to do with that sign? You know, like actually put on a weight limit, you know? But yeah, anyway, that's a thing to consider. And sometimes, like, you see what I mean? Look at this. What is this? Like, you're waiting for me? These Bambis, bro, they really wanna, like, man. You see this stuff? Like, this stuff, this is the second time. Well, not actually second, third time. It's the second time the deer jumped down in front of me, like this. But it's, actually the third time that an animal has came this close in front of my truck. The third time. No joke. And when it happened for the first time, it was literally a couple inches or centimeters or millimeters. Like, I can't quite tell, because it was raining. And they literally just, like, one second, if I didn't brake, I'd probably damage the truck, kill whatever is in front of me, and it just, man, like, these type of situations occur, and you don't know when it will happen. You don't know when the stupid thing is gonna cross. But I swear, sometimes it's as if if whatever creature is moving along, it's as if they decide that when you're about to pass by, then they jump in front of you, like, man. And so, yeah, sorry about, yeah, the battery really just, I have to do it like this, right? Because the GoPro just doesn't even want, like, it runs for a minute off the battery and then it turns off. It's like, man. Anyway, we're about to make ourselves some coffee, some cappuccino, you know, chill out for a little bit. Usually I'd set up an alarm after I do this so that I can what's it called, so that I can, if in the case I fall asleep, like it did happen to me where I drank coffee, like I have this Nescafe meme, like this thing, right? I have that and I drink like 2 of those usually. I even have my trash can here, stuff like that. And what's it called? I did drink it. I remember drinking coffee and I just lay down for a little bit. Like I thought, okay, I'm just gonna, you know, watch a video maybe. And I remember closing my eyes, and after that I was like 2 hours asleep. And it's like, okay, you know what I mean. Yeah, I need my my water to actually, that's what I do to measure out. Like I need to wash this. I forget, I need to bring it with me because it's not that bad, you know, it's not that bad. And hope you can see all of this. I think you do. Anyway, put this in, and this thing, like this what's it called, this gas cooker, it's actually pretty good. But the problem is, like, it's kind of broke. So wait, it's kind of broken, so I actually need to hold it in place with a pair of scissors. Where are those scissors now, man? I don't even know where I put them. Are they like, were they here? No, I know I lost my scissors, I guess. Wait, no, they're here. I'm blind. I'm legally blind. Anyway, this thing is like a little bit busted. Like you see, like it works and it doesn't. It's playing with my emotions. Like, why is this so bad? This gas cooker, it's actually pretty good. The mechanism they designed for this is atrocious. Actually atrocious. So it's the cheapest stuff I've ever seen, and so I need to play around with it and stuff. It's insane. Please just, there we go. See what I mean? It's pretty bad. So I have to hold it in place with scissors because it keeps ejecting itself. Yeah, great. Anyway, I think it should work now. Yay! Wow, no yay. Okay, wait. Like, man, why is this so bad? So bad. There we go. Like, I don't know, man. I think you can actually see what I'm doing. I'm not even sure if the camera has a good perspective or not. Come on. Okay. Come on now. And great, it's busted again. Please, just let me cook, bro. Let me boil my water. Thank God. And you can call me out and say this is a fire hazard, but there's, you know, I tried to move it away from everything else. It just get hot. It just get hot. It just gets hot like that. That's it. Anyway, it's actually not that bad. It might look bad, but it's not. Trust
Bosnian style, by the way, if you're wondering what that flag is. I normally put it on the seat over here, but you know, it is what it is. It doesn't really, like, again, nothing's gonna catch on fire here, and I don't have it. When I cook stuff, I put it over here on the seat, so it's easier. And it's in the plastic case, so it cannot, you know, it cannot get out of hand. I'm always trying to be careful. Again, I'm not putting it near flammable stuff, so you know. I mean, put some coffee in here. I'll just put in vanilla. Actually, I don't want just that, because coffee in of itself is pretty like disgusting for me. So I just need to put in a couple of teaspoons of this. Teaspoons, I guess this is just a spoon. It's not a bloody teaspoon. Just smash. Just throw in a cup of these. And there you go. But I don't know, like, is it always the best to just cheaply design this stuff? It was like 30 euros to buy it, and the mechanism feels like it cost like 2 euros to make. Like, it's so bad. It's so bad. But yeah, that's it. That's actually it. So yeah, if you're wondering how much space I got stuff for here. I have like pieces of wood here that I use to elevate this thing a little bit as well when I cook longer. When I cook for short times, it's not so bad. I have this here. All of my stuff I usually use. Some extra place in here, not much stuff, and I have even an extra bed up here. So anyway, we are done, just like this. And this gets so hot, I really like it, that even the what's called the frying pan, the pan itself gets hotter than the actual water. So, and there you go. We have coffee. Know what I mean? I usually would, like, I thought about buying a, what's it called, a water cooker, but this is just better because I can cook, like, I can even, you know, make myself stuff if I wanted to, you know, like I usually do. Make yourself some, I don't know, rice, whatever you want. And again, this is usually forbidden. You shouldn't be like doing this stuff in the truck, but I don't give a I don't care. Like, so much stuff is forbidden. You shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. As long as I, like, again, I'm not putting any flammable stuff in here. It's not, I usually, when I cook for longer, like I said, I open the windows and all this, so I'm not at the risk of suffocating. And this does draw in, what's it called, it's burning, so it takes up your oxygen. So if you're just what's it called, so if you have your windows closed and everything, you could potentially suffocate. So I usually just open what's it called, these things, and I'm fine because air circulates, and even I turn it on as well.